It's pretty incredible, you know, working with the best people really in the business. Performers, our ensemble, the crew, the designers. It's been kind of creative heaven. But as a result, I mean, everybody's really pushed the envelope with the show, and it's also been really challenging our tech rehearsals too, to get through everything, you know, and on time, because there was so much new technology in the show. It's nerve-wracking and exhilarating to be able to go through that process in front of an audience here. You know, the nice thing is with such knowledgeable audiences that you really get a good temperature of what's working and what's not working.
For me, working with Patty is like working with like your mother, your best friend, your confidant, your teacher. She's all of those things to me. And to work with all these amazing, you forget that how wonderful everybody is because everyone's so cool and down to earth. And it's been an incredible experience. For me, it's been the most creatively satisfying experience I've had. Bart is just so brilliant and allows you to go way far out and brings you back in, and then it's terrifying, but it's really exciting. I love comedy because I like to laugh. I mean, who wants to every single night be like dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies, and have to cry, which is so much of what I've done. But I always try to bring humor into every role that I do. I feel like every show I do, people are like, I had no idea you were funny. I'm like, you said that last time. So I don't know what happens where they forget, but I prefer comedy most definitely, just because it's so fun. I get to go to the theater and be like, I'm going to be crazy.
It's so much fun. I was involved in a couple of the workshops before, and Pedro was involved with all of them, and he was so wonderful to me, and, you know, grabbed me on the shoulders after the last reading. He said, "You will be wonderful in this show," and I was like, oh my God, how many times in your life does something like that happen? You know, the guy who created it tells you you're going to be wonderful in the show.
I have loved the film, and when the opportunity arose to maybe be involved, I said no, and then after a month or two of consideration, I worked really hard on the stuff and said, okay, I'm going to not discriminate against myself, and I'm going to go for this. I was surprised how much of a challenge it was personally, because and spiritually, because it's such a simple story. I didn't realize the complexities of it until I really was getting inside of it. I wish there was someone documenting the process, because just in the last month, people think they know, and nobody knows, you know, until they know. People were able to have kind of an improv musical theater experience where we just tried new things every night, and that's because of everyone's bravery and, you know, creative capacity. It's theater. Theater's life, and every day is a new chance. You know, every day is a new chance to be better, and hopefully that's what I've learned personally out of this experience, and what we can learn as theater goers in New York.